Welcome to Arcade Audio.
Ladies and germs, welcome to Dilettante Ball. I'm Johnny.
I'm Spencer.
Here on Dilettante Ball, we go on Wikipedia.
We click random article.
And we talk about it.
Yeah, we do.
Just
Hey, just two good old boys having some fun.
Just two good old boys being bad. Yeah. What's the
baddest thing you ever done?
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, what's the worst thing you've ever done, or the most criminal activity? I won't say like.
I mean, I've caught alligators before, which is probably illegal. It's illegal to shoot them and hunt them without.
It's
a permit.
unwise.
Certainly unwise. Yeah. So maybe that. I don't know. I've trespassed before on private property and stuff like that. I'm a little goody two shoes.
All right, officer, you can come in.
Oh no.
Yeah, I haven't done too much either. I was inside of a car that was driving like 120.
Sure. I've been a part of that before.
Yeah. That's probably the worst, honestly. And like trespassing and
selling meth.
Yeah, just like grand larceny.
Right.
I wish I could commit like a real good white collar crime. I think about that a lot.
Like tax fraud or something like that. Embezzling some money.
If there were a way, if I could figure out a way to steal from my job, I would. But I don't know how I would do it.
Yeah.
But I absolutely would.
All right, officer, take him away. It's a double sting.
All right, officer.
Oh no! Is your
that officer was impersonating an officer. Yeah.
You arrested my officer. All right, cool.
Yeah, let's just do it. All right. Is that like okay with you?
Is that a thing we can do? Am I being detained or am I free to go on Wikipedia?
Okay. What do you think it's going to
be? Delaware.
Oh, this is fun.
Oh, yeah, this is fun.
This is very fun. Treehouse of Horror 3. It's the 5th episode of The Simpsons' 4th season. So we've got
confusing already.
We've got 3 unique numbers in the first sentence. That's fun. It originally aired on the Fox network in the United States on October 29th, 1992. It's the 3rd annual Treehouse of Horror episode. Homer buys Bart an evil talking Krusty doll. King Homer is captured by Mr. Burns, and Bart and Lisa inadvertently cause zombies to attack Springfield. The episode was written by Al Jean, Mike Reese, Jay Kogan, Wallace Wolodarski, Sam Simon, John Vitti, and directed by Carlos Beza. Do you really need that many people
to
write?
To steal from other...
Yeah.
No, the answer is no, you don't.
Although I guess it's weird because most TV shows have a writing staff, but it's weird that so many people would get credited for one episode.
Especially back in 1992, I feel like the writing staffs weren't big. I mean, that's just my impression.
Yeah, I would assume Matt Groening would just write it all.
Right, exactly.
Like, hey, Al Jean, is this a funny joke?
Right.
No, change this word. Cool, thanks, dude.
Thanks, yeah. Hey, Dan Castellaneta, can you do a racist voice for this one? Was that him?
I mean, I feel like they probably all
They all
have,
do. They all just have a racist...
Like the bee guy and Apu and like...
Yeah, right.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, I'm sure they all have like some racist character.
Right. I've watched very few Simpsons episodes.
Me too.
But I feel like I've seen the tentpole episodes, the ones that people reference all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like I'm good. Like I'm not gonna watch another 500 episodes.
I saw the movie. The movie was a lot of fun.
I saw the first half of the movie.
Did you just walk out, or were you watching it?
Yeah, I got a refund.
As soon as you saw Bart's wiener, you were out.
Yeah, I was like, no, thank you. It was like the first 2 minutes.
Yeah,
so
no.
Pretty.
It was a short movie. It was a 4-minute movie.
Yeah, it was.
So you saw half.
I've walked out of a couple of movie theaters, or I've only ever walked out of movies when I was a kid because my mom walked out. The first one I think of is Zoolander. She was not having any of that.
I'm having too much fun. We're leaving.
Yeah. No, it was like during the scene where like there was an implied like 3-way maybe.
Sure.
Yeah, it was filth, and so we walked out, even though like nothing happened on screen at all.
That movie was on in a hotel, pretty like in October. We were in a hotel in October.
Okay,
it holds up. It's fucking.
That's good.
Funny. It's fucking funny.
Well, they're making a sequel.
I'm ready.
Well, let's see what happens. Did David Bowie sign on? If Bowie's in it, that'd be all right.
Why wouldn't he? You know?
I feel like he actually would be in it. Yeah. I feel like he would be in it, but like with a really big role. Like he would be like their Q or like something like that. The other movie I made my mom leave at was I think it was just called Huck and
Tom and Huck.
Tom and Huck with JTT, Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Yeah, I don't know who JTT is.
It was scary. It was too scary for me as a kid.
Interesting.
It was like a scene where they were sneaking to the graveyard with like a toad to get rid of warts or something. And Injun Jim is there doing something nefarious, and he catches them.
Is it Injun Joe?
Injun Joe, Injun Jim. What's it matter?
I think Jim is. I think it's N-word Jim and
Sure.
Injun Joe.
Sure.
When we
I love let's not make it confusing. Let's
Yeah. No.
follow me here.
That's. Did you read that book in high school?
Not. Well, I mean, I've read it. I don't know if it was for high school.
I guess
It feels like a book you shouldn't read in high school.
We read Huck Finn.
That's the more racist one.
Yeah,
right.
But I feel like the story's cooler.
Yeah, I think it is too. Yeah,
because Huck Finn is insane and Tom Sawyer's like a little bitch baby.
Right. Yeah, Huck Finn, like his dad is straight up like an alcoholic who's like passed out all the time, drunk, who like beats him, and so he's like, all right, well, I'm gonna
be insane.
Yeah, I'm gonna go do crazy stuff. Yeah, like the first time you ever see Huck Finn, isn't he like swinging a dead cat?
Probably.
Yeah, he's like a wild kid.
But we read it in high school, and I remember it was real weird because we would like read aloud at portions, and it was like, oh, guys,
we can't do this.
In third grade we read Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Ooh, really racist.
Well, they say it's not. It's not. Well, Oompa Loompas are probably actually racist.
Probably somehow.
Because I think that in the book they're not from Loompa Land, but they're from just like India or something. Like all these Pakistani guys I got.
Right.
I might be wrong about that.
I think they are from some.
Either way, they're slaves, and it's not great.
They're definitely slaves. Yeah. Yeah, it's like some white guy came in and scooped them up. Like, I'll save you.
I feel like in the movie they kind of are like, no, they love working here, and we pay them in candy, and it's okay. But in the book it was like, no, these are slaves, but the chocolate's dope.
Yeah, moving on.
Yeah,
the sugar room.
Help, kill me. But they say the word damn a couple times in there.
Interesting.
And my teacher went through every single copy.
Oh, like redacted it.
Yeah. That's pretty crazy.
Teacher.
I feel like that's crazy.
It's pretty crazy.
There's a big difference to me between damn and
the
like
N-word.
The N-word. Yeah.
Was it the same teacher?
No.
Okay.
It was years apart. One was third grade, one was high school.
That makes more sense. It's like, why were you reading Charlie and the Chocolate Factory in high school? Like, all right, for your AP Lit test, we're going over.
Although, is it better? I mean, we're the wrong people to be talking about this, but is it better to like cross out the N-word, or do you accept that it's there, or do you not read the book?
You don't read the book. First of all, you just don't read the book. Like, what could it possibly have that you need to know about?
But then
it's just Huck Finn is just like he's like cross dressing to like it's like he's doing all kinds of crazy stuff.
Lots of grifts. Lots of grifts.
Yeah, exactly. It's like we didn't need that book. We could have read any other book.
But I feel like most books ever, first of all, but especially like classic literature, is probably fairly racist, right?
If it was written by an American between like
I bet not even an American.
Yeah.
Look at like Tintin. Those are racist as fuck.
Oh yeah, okay, that's fair. We could read anything else. Like, let's just read Tom Sawyer.
I bet Injun Joe.
That's a lot better.
Is it?
Yes. We're saying the word Injun.
That's true. That's very true. Yeah. Maybe
it's not great, but
probably shouldn't be.
Yeah. Although, yeah, maybe not. But also, he's also definitely the antagonist. Whereas Jim is like, definitely a good guy.
Yeah,
like, he's
for sure,
with Huck Finn. Like, he's like one of the good guys. But yeah, Joe's just like a straight up like bad guy. He gets put on trial for like murder or something.
In my head, he's not even Indian. He's like
in my head, he's not either.
He's like
a white guy, which makes it more racist somehow.
Oh, for sure. Like, oh, you can't trust him. He's an Indian.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
When like, no, I'm just
a white guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like not. Yeah. They pinned the murder on me. I'm not even. I'm like an apothecary.
Yeah.
I take care of you guys. Yeah. Just
so don't read. Don't read.
Don't read. No Mark Twain, certainly.
Yeah. Yeah. Or read the Great Jumping Frog of
Tuscaloosa
County or whatever the fuck.
No, when I mean the book from that time period, more or less. It's not from that time period, but was Grapes of Wrath. It's like 50 years later, but whatever.
Sure. That book was boring as hell.
I liked it. I like boring books.
I've read a few Steinbeck books in school actually, and the only one
Grapes
that
of Wrath.
Grapes of Wrath
and
Mice and Men. I liked
sure.
Mice and Men because it's real sad and
Yeah, right.
and then Curly's like fucking gross. He's the one with the
The
glove
Vaseline
with, like,
hand.
Yeah, that's gross.
So good.
And then we read like the Black Pearl.
It's just called The Pearl. Yeah,
The Pearl,
which is pretty sad as well. All his books are sad. I just realized.
I also feel like most books are sad.
That's probably true too. Yeah,
Most books are sad or
Flowers
like
for Algernon and
comedy essays. That's like it.
That's the only two choices. Yeah. Yeah, I had a pretty good. I can't remember any other books I read, but I remember reading Grapes of Wrath just because it was like.
We read a lot of like international literature because I was in the IB program. So we
Okay.
read In the Time of the Butterflies, I think it was called,
Okay.
which was about young female revolutionaries in like Cuba or something.
Okay.
And
That's
we
interesting.
read Persepolis,
Okay.
which was kind of neat. It was like a graphic novel about Iran
Okay.
and the Islamic Revolution.
Okay. That sounds awesome. Actually.
Yeah. And it was
Like, I was ready to make fun of your teacher, but it's like, oh, actually, I'm down.
it won a lot of awards. I believe it was written by like her name is Mary Jane Sidrapi.
Okay.
Something like
Did they
that.
make it into a movie? That name sounds very familiar.
Yeah, and the movie was like a cartoon as well.
Okay.
And I believe there was a second Persepolis as
Okay.
well.
Gotcha.
And we read I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
I just remember talking to my teacher about like Eraserhead and like Lovecraft and stuff. So, so yeah, I didn't really learn about Cuban revolutionaries.
Yeah. Well,
But
we're both here, so
yeah, right. Yeah, looks like I made it. I just learned how to play Settlers of Catan and Magic the Gathering, and like he was dope. Don't get me wrong, he was my favorite teacher ever.
was that like after school or
Yeah,
was it
yeah, it
just
wasn't
like in the
during
middle of
class.
class? Oh, you guys do work, Spencer and I are gonna go chill. We're gonna bro out.
Yeah, right. It was pretty great. Yeah, I don't know, but I don't remember any of that stuff anymore.
No, me neither. I mean, I probably got every single bit of information about those books wrong that I told you. Like,
right. But meanwhile, I still remember who wrote My Side of the Mountain from like 3rd grade.
oh, don't tell me. Fuck. I hated that book too.
Right?
Fuck.
That was a good ass book, dude.
I don't remember.
Gene Craighead George.
Ah!
Don't even trip. I got you.
I was in a play called Little Women of Orchard House.
Okay, that sounds like the play you would be in.
Yeah. It had a huge cast. The cast was always larger than the audience. But the dude who wrote it, his name was David Longest.
The longest?
Longest.
Okay.
Like, I don't know, just stuck. He's the longest David.
Right, sure. He won. How old were you? Like what grade or whatever? Like roughly your elementary school?
No, probably freshman, sophomore year.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, why you guys started pretty early, like doing acting stuff.
The first play that I was in was, it might have been The Wizard of Oz, and I was a Munchkin and a Flying Monkey, and that was around like 1st, 2nd grade.
Okay. I can't imagine being in The Wizard of Oz and playing any part in elementary school. I can't imagine anyone playing the real parts.
In 4th or 5th grade, I was in a different production of The Wizard of Oz, and I was the Scarecrow.
How did you do that? I feel like I wouldn't know how to do that kind of stuff, like memorize lines and act.
I have no idea.
That's why. Is it on tape? I would love to watch that.
It probably is. Oh, you know what you would actually love to watch?
What?
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 Let's be bad. my last time we were home, my dad found video of a play that Jessica and I were both in high school.
Okay.
Called The Bourgeois Gentleman, which
Okay.
it's dope, and it's insane, and it was very painful to watch, and I think you would enjoy it a lot.
Does he have it like on tape or something? Or
He has a digital copy. I might
No
be able
way.
to. I might be able to snag it.
I would love if we could upload that to YouTube or something. I would love
We
that.
just can't tell Jessica because she would get
Oh, no.
very upset.
Okay, no one tell Jessica.
Yeah.
How long is it? Is it like an hour long or?
Hour and a half.
Okay.
Yeah. She played my daughter, I believe.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Who'd you play? Her father?
I was no, actually it's weird. I was Monsieur Jourdain.
Okay.
It was a Moliere play.
And you were one of the bourgeois gentlemen or
I
whatever?
was the Bourgeois Gentleman.
Nice, dude.
Yeah, dude.
That's a real feather in your cap.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't want to brag, but
All right.
my other
Acting credit.
acting credits include Mr. Klemper, the one-armed man in The Boys Next Door,
Okay.
and that's about it.
Oh, okay.
And I just decided that I didn't want to memorize lines anymore, and I started doing improv.
So it sounds like you played two opposites. You get a real spectrum of like you.
Yeah, he was like a war vet and shit.
Right.
He beat his son.
Jesus.
Yeah. You remember No one else is gonna care, but Michael Christopoulos, who visited recently,
A friend of yours, yeah.
yeah, he was my son in that play. I
Who'd
I
you
was
play?
I was
The father?
no, I was. It's weird. I played a lot of friends' parents.
Yeah, that is really weird. I don't think my school even had.
Jessica was in that play too.
Really? Was she
was-
like tree number 2?
She was an old lady. I forget her name. Miss Clumpet. I don't know.
I don't think my school had an acting program. Is
Interesting.
that unusual?
I don't know.
It feels like it is unusual.
I was in the IB program and I chose theater as my like you could do like a
Like a
your regular classes, and then you could choose, I think it was called a 6th subject, which
Okay.
was like what you focused on. So you could do like art or music
farming.
theory, or maybe farming if there was a need for that.
There's always a need for farming. Johnny.
And I chose theater.
Who chose farming? No one?
No one, no.
Well, that's where our country's headed here, folks.
Yeah, the FFA shed burned down.
Yeah, that's the only reason why. No, agriculture, ag, was a big part of not my personal experience in high school, but a lot of people took ag.
We actually had a fairly big ag community, I
Yeah.
believe. The dude who was the low brass section leader for the first 2 years that I was in
Yeah.
band was, I forget his last name, but his first name was Ed, and he was like he was like a fucking farm boy.
For
and
some
he wore
reason-
he wore like boots,
Yeah.
cowboy boots, like while we were marching and shit.
Oh,
He was
wow.
like,
Fully involved.
yeah.
For some reason, like a guy in band who is also in ag would definitely be in the low brass. Like,
yeah.
he would,
oh,
he
yeah,
would
yeah,
be
yeah,
in no
yeah.
other part.
Tuba,
Yeah.
obviously.
I don't know why, but it's just like, yeah, that's what he would be in. Yeah.
There's,
Did he dip?
of course he did.
That's such a weird thing that like only like farm boys do.
and,
like,
and baseball players.
They're the same. That's the same thing.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, everyone at my school, yeah,
It's so weird.
tight like Levi's or whatever. Not it would be like Wranglers or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, like skull in the back pocket, and they would have like
Oh.
Guy Harvey shirts.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like white shirts with like Marlins painted on them.
You know what looks cool as hell?
What?
When you have a pack of cigarettes rolled up in your sleeve.
I saw a guy on the train do that like
No
a few months
way.
ago, and I was like, hell yeah, dude.
You get like tight pants,
Yep.
boots. You could easily look like a greaser doing that too. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a fine line between like cowboy and greaser.
Definitely. Well, yeah, in my head, it's a greaser thing to roll the cigarettes up in your.
I could see a cowboy or a greaser doing it.
I don't know.
Depends on
Maybe.
when they unroll it. Depends on what the cigarettes are.
It depends on the brand.
Marlboros, you're a cowboy.
Yeah, for sure. What's a greaser smoking?
Lucky Strike.
Oh god damn it, dude! I'm fully involved with that.
We should start smoking.
I might start smoking
I would love
just so I
that'd
roll a
be
deck of cigarettes up in my sleeve,
a
man.
deck.
Yeah, that's some slang I've been
You-
picking up.
I would
I'm
love-
reading the Dark Tower. I'm picking up some weird slang.
If we picked up smoking, that'd be really funny.
I feel like it's not a crazy thing to like. Yeah, fuck it. Like I feel like I said this to you. Like we've been talking about this for like a year now, where it's like it feels like smoking is cool again.
It is
'Cause, like, everyone
it was
knows-
always cool. It always looked cool,
it was
but it's
always
like
cool.
it's back, baby.
It's back so hard. Like we know tons of like pretty young guys that are smoking, and they're like,
It's pushback against vaping because vaping's so fucking lame.
vaping is the lamest ever. Yeah.
I saw a dude on the train the other day. He had a vape in his hand, and he was like, he was a piece of shit guy, and he was
Well,
like
yeah.
with his piece of shit friends.
Sure.
And like right as he was, he wasn't vaping on the train.
Okay.
Right as he was stepping off the train,
Instantly.
he wasn't even. As he was walking off, took a big inhale, blew it out into the train, and walked out.
He turned his head back to the train so
Yeah.
wow, man, that is awesome.
Yeah.
How many people like were just throwing their phone numbers at him? Like, oh, you're so cool. Like, hang out with me. Like, why? How old do you think he was? Like
22, 23.
Okay, so like young enough to think that was like really cool. Like, check
Yeah.
this out. Hey, dudes, check this out.
It was
And like, it doesn't accomplish anything. Like, it's not.
no.
It's like instantly evaporated. So it's just like, oh no, you're just a dickhead. Like, cool.
It was the worst. I mean, vaping is just super lame.
It's pretty lame.
That being said,
It's helped me quit smoking.
Well, tell me start.
Yeah.
Started with vaping. I have a friend who, he was the first person I knew to vape,
Okay.
and it was like 5 years ago.
Okay. So they're pretty newfangled.
It was crazy. I was like, "What are you doing? This is nuts."
Oh, I couldn't even imagine like having never seen it before.
Yeah,
Just seeing
I mean,
someone do
I
it.
had never
Yeah.
ever seen it, and he was just vaping away like apple strudel vape juice or
Right,
whatever.
right.
I was like, this is crazy.
Okay.
You can get tobacco-free vape juice.
I've heard of that. Yeah. So you're just doing it for the fun of it.
Yeah.
Dude, I went and saw The Hateful Eight with a few friends of mine, and in the theater, I looked over and one of them like had an inhaler and he like inhaled, but then he passed it to the person next to him, and then they inhaled, and then they both like started coughing. And I was like, oh fuck, that's like full of pot. It's like a one hitter or whatever, but it was like an asthma inhaler.
How do you do
I had
that?
never seen it before in my life, and I was like, that's awesome.
Were they lighting it or was it vape?
I don't know. It was I don't know. I don't know the mechanics of it.
We have to start smoking so we can learn about pot. I feel like cigarettes are the gateway to learning about pot.
They're the gateway to learning about the gateway.
Pot's not as cool as smoking though.
No, I agree. I fully agree.
Like, it's not. It doesn't look cool. It doesn't.
Well, like smoking is something like the Fonz would do, and
Fonz would not smoke pot.
But that's the thing. Like, yeah, like some like
no
hippie
way,
is smoking
no
pot.
way you could ski jump over a live shark if your mind's all whacked out
on the hippy dippy weed.
Yeah,
for sure. No, yeah, definitely. Like Jack Kerouac is smoking weed, and who's a cool writer? Malcolm Gladwell is smoking cigarettes. A cool writer.
I was gonna say J.K. Rowling.
Okay, so you're no better than me.
No.
All right, cool.
Oh, I bet Maya Angelou smokes cigarettes.
Oh yeah, for sure, dude. Yeah, just like ashtray full of butts.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Like trash can with like papers
yes.
overflowing.
Fuck, that's so cool.
Yeah. There's like a basketball hoop over the trash can.
Okay, that's too far.
Glass of bourbon, typewriter.
A mini like putting green.
Yeah, right. Well, is it a putting green? And there's like a glass at the end of like an overturned glass. Golf balls all around, none in the glass.
Dartboard on the back of the door.
For sure, with like the picture of her sergeant.
Yeah. Those what are they called? The
clacky balls on the desk.
What are they called? They're like Newton balls or something like that.
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, they're Newton balls.
They're not Newton balls, but they're something like that. Non-Newtonian balls.
What's that?
So that's
non-Euclidean.
So when they're sitting still, they're a liquid, but then as soon as you bump them back and forth, they're a solid.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Dude, she was crazy. Is she still alive?
I feel she's one of those people where
you'll know. Oh, you think she's
like you? No, she
died in 2004.
But she's
like
still fully alive.
She's like 45.
I feel like she actually maybe died really recently, or she's like water skiing somewhere like totally fine.
Right, totally fine. Yeah, that's on us. I don't know.
She's just like chilling at in Sandals, Jamaica.
Yeah, right.
Hanging out.
Yeah, just drinking mojitos and
shit.
Yeah. Loving life.
Or she's fully
dead. Yeah. Smell you later.
You are.
I'm in the zone, baby.
Dr. Claps today.
Don't call me that in public.
Mr. Claps.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for playing Arcade Audio. Play more at arcadeaudio.net.